Hello people, how are you doing this morning? Today we're in a lovely setting of a cemetery. One of my favourite places, graveyards and cemeteries. Why? Why? Because they're dead. Literally, they're dead. Quiet. So I like to go to these kind of places when I'm needing a bit of peace and quiet. Anyway, I just want to talk about this lockdown stuff, guys. And I hope you are doing well with it. I hope you are keeping your mind active, your body's active, and you're not just breaking down. I love you. Oh, you want your juice? You want your juice? Where are you? And it's crazy because before the big lockdown happened, everybody was kind of gone by it. Like, apart from your key workers and stuff like that. Is your juice? Is some juice? Apart from your key workers and things like that, most people were listening to the rules, like stay in and stuff like that. But it doesn't matter. The government were gonna the government were gonna put this law in force either way. Either way, even if everybody stayed in, they were gonna say, "Oh, there's people mingling around this area and mingling out. We need to put stronger laws in and harder laws." They were always going to do this, people. And it's crazy because society is they've got the herd mentality so strong that they are willing to give up the liberties and freedoms for this virus, and they're willing to police the people around them. They're willing to police the people around them. You see, my daughter here doesn't give a shit. She doesn't give a shit about lockdowns. She's happy. She's getting to spend more time with her dad. But it's crazy how people will give up their liberties and their freedoms for this virus, and people will police you themselves. Never mind the government. Like, I stay in a village, so it'd be hard for the police to enforce this kind of law, like telling people to go home, because there's only 2,000 people in this village. I mean, it's just a wee village. But in places like Edinburgh and London, I can see some major police state coming in. Already talking about drones flying around telling people to go home. They've got cops outside shops telling them to stay apart, and they're getting a bit heavy-handed, the cops, considering there's no laws being put in place yet. So they're trying to enforce something that isn't actually written on paper yet. So this is crazy, people. This is a crazy situation. And like I said before, I looked at Facebook and oh my god, people will police other people. I just saw my neighbour talking to two people and they were standing closer than a metre. Oh, everybody, if we're going to die, these people are going to... Oh, fuck off. Get out. It's like these moral high horse. I'm a key worker and I was on the bus today and an old man was stroking his beard and touching the seats. It's like fucking... Oh, I just cringe-worthy people out there. And let's all stand outside for the NHS workers and clap. Fucking hell, like, even my missus of the nurses, she was saying it's cheesy and cringy, that she's getting called a hero and everything. It's mental, it is mental, it's a mental situation. We've never came across anything like this. So it's hard to process what the hell is really going on here. And I wish I was a little kid again, because you just wouldn't have any clue. At least you didn't have to think about it. But what worries me more than the virus is obviously the laws that are going to come in to control people, control freedom of movements. And to be honest, I think it's more, they maybe want to crack down more on the small businesses dodging taxes as well. Because all these little man in vans and stuff like that, they're not going to get any money. I'm getting paid 80% of my salary. That's because the company I work for are legit, and they can go back to the government, show them the VAT and the tax they've paid out, and the government will pay them back because they've been paying into the system. But all these little van and mans and window cleaners that employ a couple of guys, and all these people are fucked. They are fucked. They can't get any money back for the government. And those little workers that work for the window cleaner and boss, they're fucked. They can't claim back anything off their boss because their boss isn't paying the proper tax. So, it's going to be crazy. And all these like foreign workers that work in building sites for a couple of weeks and move on to the next building site for a couple of weeks, and they're not really paying any tax. They're just getting paid cash in hand and working day to day, job to job. These people, they'll be in limbo. They'll be in fucking limbo. They'll not be able to pay their rents, or God knows what's going to happen with these people. So maybe the governments are kind of foreseeing this and putting in place the police for when there is bunches of foreigners and people running about that can't afford to eat. I don't know, people, it's crazy. But there's more to this than some stupid virus, I can tell you that. Anyway, I'll let yous all back to your day. Me and the wee one's gonna let yous go.